Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel Feel the Force. This is Jesse James, also known as the Ginger Guide. The Christ Chronicles, Chronicles of Jesus Christ continued. Okay, so essentially Jesus knew what he had to do. He knew what his karma was, also known as dharma, his duty in this world. So if you don't have a purpose, you wouldn't be here. So in heaven, in paradise, everything's meaningless, materially meaningless. There's no purpose but to rejoice and bliss out all the time. Here in life, in this construct, everyone has a purpose, their own karma, their own dharma. Jesus Christ was so connected to the Father in heaven, so deeply connected to God within himself. As he said, the kingdom of heaven is within, and the Father in heaven, because God is everywhere, to the extent, so connected to the extent that he knew what he was here to do. And of course, the mind or the ego didn't like it at all, not one bit. And he saw beyond linear time, he saw through his own timeline in life, and saw that he had to be crucified. That was his job in order to save other people from their sins. And it's just this deep inner knowing. It's like being in love. You just know it. There's no analysis or explanation. You just know. So he knew what he had to do and be crucified in order to save humanity. And obviously he had his moments of doubt and pain. It's like, no, can I just get married, have children, and lead just a normal, ordinary, quiet human life, please? And God was like, no, my son, you are here for great things. And even Jesus Christ had his doubts and tribulations. And Satan, which is the mind, came in and said, you can actually have this whole world. You can have everything you want. Be whoever you want to be. And even on the cross, Satan came to him and said, all you have to do is just, get off that cross and you'll be happy and free. And that was the last temptation of Christ, to lead an inconspicuous, normal human life, as most people on the planet are doing. So, in essence, he transcended that temptation and was like, no, I'm going to stay on this cross. I'm going to die. And then I'm going to show these people that death is a complete illusion. 3 days later, he was resurrected, and now he's transcendental, he's spiritual. We can't physically see him, but he's here. He is eternal life. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna assures Arjuna that the soul, which is the self, or spirit that you truly are, cannot be killed in any way, shape, or form. So even though the body might die, the self is eternal, imperishable. So basically this is a demonstration of how when we die, we don't really die, because death implies rebirth, and it's just the ongoing cycle of that, which is eternal life, life eternal. So when you're completely connected to yourself and God, you will know what your purpose is. And when that's shown to you, it might be very scary to the ego, the mind, which likes to play it small, but whilst simultaneously it thinks it's bigger and better than everyone else, but ultimately it's scared and used to its own limits, and like Morpheus says in the Matrix, free your mind. What does that mean? Let go of all perceived limitations. Become limitless, like God. Because you are a child of God, you too can be limitless. So, and that limitlessness equals the eternal life that Jesus Christ has talked about and shown to us. So there we go.